Russia has made major progress in the development of environmentally favorable rail transportation. New railcar bodies for a future hydrogen-powered train have been successfully manufactured and tested on a large scale by companies within the country's transport engineering sector. This work forms part of a significant technological project aimed at creating a domestically manufactured hydrogen train. The train is expected to substantially reduce emissions and modernize operations on non-electrified rail lines. To understand the importance of this step, it is useful to place it within a broader historical and technological context, as hydrogen has emerged worldwide as a novel energy source for rail transport. Hydrogen fuel cells have become a global trend in railway engineering, driven by the fact that commercial hydrogen-powered trains are already operating on regular schedules in Germany. In Russia, a cooperation agreement has been in effect since 2019 between the government of the Sakhalin region, the state corporation Rosatom, Russian Railways, and Transmash Holding. The objective of this agreement is to develop a domestic hydrogen train as an environmentally friendly alternative to diesel trains operating on non-electrified routes. The plan envisions the first hydrogen trains entering service on Sakhalin, with the possibility of expanding the technology across the broader railway network. Altitude Addicts has already made a video on the conceptual designs, technological solutions, and preliminary timelines for introducing the future train into service, which have already been presented at earlier stages of the project. The latest achievement represents a transition from concept to tangible industrial output. A critical milestone in this process has been the production of key structural components, carried out by the TER Carriage Works, a subsidiary of Transmash Holding. The plant manufactured 2 pairs of structural elements for the booster section, Model 62-4587, and 4 car bodies for the leading cars, Model 62-4585 and 62-4586. Altitude Addicts learns that the booster section is equipped with traction equipment, but does not include a full driver's cab, serving instead as an auxiliary element of the train set. All of these components were delivered to the Demikovo machine building plant for further assembly. This plant, also part of the Transmash Holding Group, is one of Russia's major manufacturers of rolling stock. Before final assembly, all manufactured structures underwent extensive laboratory testing to confirm their strength and ability to withstand operational loads. These tests were conducted at the Tver Institute of Carriage Building, another subsidiary of Transmash Holding. As part of the testing program, engineers applied a comprehensive set of simulated loads. Longitudinal loads were used to reproduce compressive forces along the axes of the couplers, which are critical for stability during motion and coupling operations. Vertical loads simulated the mass of a fully equipped car body, including the maximum design load corresponding to a fully occupied passenger car. Altitude Addicts learns that additional experiments replicated maintenance and repair scenarios, such as lifting the car body with jacks and couplers. These checks are essential to ensure that the structure can endure servicing procedures without damage. Each type of load was carefully recorded and analyzed to assess overall structural integrity. Particular attention was given to strain monitoring in critical zones of the car body. Approximately 250 strain sensors were installed, more than 3 times the standard number typically used in similar tests. Special focus was placed on transition zones between the central section of the car body and its cantilevered ends, as these areas experience the highest stress levels during operation. Following the completion of all laboratory tests, the TER Institute of Carriage Building issued a positive expert conclusion. This confirmed that the manufactured car bodies fully comply with applicable regulatory standards. As a result, the load-bearing structures of the leading cars were approved for the next stages of assembly and for the installation of onboard systems, including the hydrogen power unit. Such an expert verdict represents a critical milestone as passenger safety depends directly on structural reliability. The successful results confirm both the soundness of the design and the capability of Russian engineering to deliver competitive transport solutions. Work on the hydrogen train continues beyond the leading cars. The intermediate car body, model 62-4588, is currently undergoing similar laboratory testing. This ensures that every component of the future train is thoroughly examined for strength and operational performance. Altitude Addicts has learned that once the testing is complete, all car bodies will be transferred to the Demikovo machine building plant for final assembly. At that stage, the hydrogen energy system, traction equipment, passenger interiors, and other onboard subsystems will be installed. Although full technical details have not been publicly disclosed, hydrogen trains generally operate using fuel cells combined with onboard battery systems. This hybrid arrangement allows fuel cells to generate electricity for traction motors, while batteries provide supplementary power when required. Compared to conventional diesel trains, this technology offers several advantages. During operation, it produces only water vapor, significantly reducing carbon dioxide and other harmful emissions. Lower noise and vibration levels also improve comfort for passengers and residents living along railway lines. Hydrogen trains are particularly well suited for non-electrified routes, where installing overhead power lines would be economically impractical. From both environmental and economic perspectives, the transition to hydrogen represents a major step toward decarbonizing transport. It can reduce dependence on fossil fuels and stimulate demand for energy derived from renewable sources. Economically, hydrogen trains enable the expansion of rail services in regions with low passenger density, where traditional electrification would require disproportionate investment. Looking ahead, Altitude Addicts reports that once assembly and static testing are complete, prototype hydrogen trains are expected to undergo dynamic and operational trials. These will be followed by entry into service on selected routes. Initial plans envisaged the first trains becoming operational between 2026 and 2028, with a primary focus on Sakhalin, although timelines may evolve due to technical or organizational factors. If successfully implemented, the project could strengthen Russia's technological independence in railway engineering, enhance Transmash Holdings' position as an innovative industrial developer, and lay the foundation for a domestic fleet of environmentally friendly trains. In conclusion, the manufacturing and large-scale testing of car bodies for Russia's first hydrogen train mark an important milestone for the national railway engineering industry. The project demonstrates consistent progress toward energy-efficient and environmentally responsible rolling stock capable of competing internationally. It also shows that a transition to hydrogen energy is both feasible and promising, even for large-scale and capital-intensive systems such as railway transport. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of Altitude Addicts to encourage us.